Talk about taking things personally. I said something once, and it was meant as a fucking joke, and that particular person has said jokes at my expense, and I didn't take it personally, so I said one fucking thing. Now this is what we're doing? Really? Okay. Because I have a big ego, because I said something once, to whereas he said something 3 or 4 times at my expense, and I fucking sat there and didn't say a goddamn word. I'm not getting the point, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, if that's the point, then mea culpa. I guess I'm guilty. However, the fact remains is, thinking that, you're on decent terms with somebody, and then they can take a joke or things to that nature, or you can dish a joke or they can take a joke. By the way, the relationship between me and my father is more than fine. That would be my father in Rutland, Kelowna, BC. But a joke's a joke. Laughing is laughing. And I said what I said, and I did what I did, and I don't see that as being a really big deal. And I don't have anybody that I can really talk to, so I let loose on here. And there's certain things that I've said I kind of wish I could take back, but there are certain things that had to be said in order to give me some kind of peace of mind. Because whether you like it or not, in this whole scenario, I got fucking screwed. So I have a right to speak up and voice my opinion. That's how that works, and that's how that goes. And just because you don't understand something that I'm saying, or I haven't explained it in simpler terms, not because you're a moron or I'm calling you an idiot, although you're going to take it as such, you shouldn't, doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form that it's not valid or accurate, or I don't know what I'm talking about. See, there's a big difference between something being false or fictional and somebody not grasping the concept. Because I bother to check my sources and check out what I'm saying. It's stuff that I learned in school and things to that nature. And I'm talking about adult university type school. And I don't think that I should be criticized or ridiculed because of that. And do you know how many people bitch, like, per capita, per year, per whatever, and they bitch on social media? And the people that I'm talking to alone probably have aired out their grievances at some point on social media. And the funniest part about that is you're all ganging up on me and saying that this was so wrong or so stupid or whatever. And yet, in this whole wide picture, I'm not the one that's pretending to be someone else, or having someone on there pretending to be someone else, or possibly being someone else, or playing games on social media and putting somebody's dating life on front and center so anybody can have a gander. See how that works? That's not a big bonus either, because then it becomes a public forum and then everybody can, like, weigh in with their 2 cents. Never mind the fact, do I want to share the guilt? No, I don't. Because the situation that I found myself in was purely of your fucking making. And you were the one that perpetuated that situation and kept it going way past its shelf life. Because your shovel and the words out of your mouth were, I just couldn't let it go and you had to show me who the boss was. How many times have you been punched out already because of this? Huh? And yet you still fucking keep it going, and you kept it going till I was in Victoria. After the fact, you were sending me messages in little subtle hints, and probably suggested that I ought to be getting my way home. But no, this whole thing was perpetuated by you, up to and including what happened in Nanaimo, where I proceeded to be treated like a criminal and a crook, and the existing time beforehand when I was outside on the street. And having that be something that I would brag to a particular woman that I had run into, where she would be none too hesitant to to reduce me to that of a crook and a criminal and assist me in changing the schema in my head and the thought process and the pathways, which would make it exceedingly difficult to go forward in a good fashion and succeed in what I wanted to do. Never mind the fact that she wanted and was in good course telling everybody that she had bought my personality. So if you're going to say something, then get all the facts right, Joe. Don't just willy-nilly say, well, we're going to share the guilt. And by the way, you are doofy. Just the retarded part, not the cool guy afterwards. But that is besides the point. I'm under ridicule and scrutiny because I let a few things slip that I probably shouldn't have. And my experience is notwithstanding, I have respect for about 98 to 99% of the people that I run into in places like this. I in no way, shape, or form wanted to offend that particular gentleman with that joke that I made. And as I said, he had let go of a few jokes his own self, so I figured we were on decent enough terms, whereas that couldn't or wasn't going to be an issue. I guess I was sorely mistaken. So I'm not sure, where this video is going to take me, probably getting berated and ridiculed for the rest of the fucking day. Mind you, everything on here is sort of like an opposite week. So bad means good, good means bad, and things to that nature. And I really should treat this sort of like I'm learning Ebonics for the first time. Ebonics being the hood language where people talk slang and are somehow able to be understood by people who also talk slang and sort of street lingo. And yeah. So in any event, that's really all I came to say. I'm going to try to get a job, I've got a job, so I'm going to try to go to school and get that done and get everything done in good working order. I've heard of some places that are available to me or to the general public for rent in town and in Winfield and whatnot, so I'm going to try to get into one of those. I feel like things are going to work out for me a lot better if I can get out of here and get my life on track. So that being said, good night, bye-bye, bye Bonds. See you later.